Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you a snakes and ladders game that I made in C++. So let's just run it. So this is the code, okay. So I'll run it. So it says snakes and ladders, press enter to play the game, okay. Who do you wish to play against? You can play against a human or a bot. So let's suppose I am alone, so I'll say I'll play against a bot. Now it says enter your name, so I'll enter my name Maz, and now it says choose a token color, so I'll choose, let's suppose, blue. Now it asks me to set the density, like I can decide the density of the snakes and ladders. I can set if I want more ladders, less snakes, equal snakes and ladders, or more snakes. So let's suppose I say that I want more snakes and less ladders. That is hard version. And guys, please excuse the sound of the airplane. My college is near to an airport, so you hear the sound usually. Yeah, so let's say I select 2, that is hard. Okay, now it says decide the dimensions of the board. So it says number of rows and number of columns. So let's suppose I give it 5 cross 10. Okay, this is the board. So it prints me a 5 cross 10 board with 50 cells, and it also has done a random mapping of the snakes and ladders. Now, what the interesting part about my code is that it can rearrange these snakes and ladders randomly. Like if you are not okay with this arrangement, you can say no, I'm not okay. So it will randomly map those snakes and ladders again, and I can do it any number of times. Okay, till I'm not satisfied. So it also lets you choose the different mappings of snakes and ladders. Let's suppose I'm okay with this mapping where I have 4 snakes and 2 ladders. So I'll say yes, I'm okay. Now it says let's toss a coin to decide who will start the game. So let's suppose I choose heads. Okay, so now it says press enter to toss the coin. Okay, I toss the coin, I got heads. Okay, so I'll start the game. Now it says press enter to start the match. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I got 5. Okay, so I have to get 6 to get unlocked, right? So both the players are unlocked. The bot is yellow and I'm blue, so both of us are locked, right? So I'll just press enter, and it is bot's turn, and the bot got 5. I got 5. Now okay, the bot got 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay, the bot got 6. Now it will get unlocked. Okay, now after that it will get 1, so it will move forward. Okay, like the usual snakes and ladders game. Also, I can explain you here how these what these snakes and ladders are denoting. So basically the circle that you see, that basically means that a snake ends here or a ladder ends here. So the circle shows that this is the ending of the snake or the ladder, and the arrow shows that this is the starting point of the snake or the ladder. So this basically means that if this snake cuts you, like it bites you, this is the fourth snake. So if this fourth snake bites you, you will go to this cell. And similarly, the ladder shows that if you climb this ladder, let's suppose the second ladder, okay, that is at the 28th cell, then you will go to this cell. This is what it is saying. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. So I got 6. Okay, I got unlocked, and I'm moving forward. Bot got 6, and it will take the chance of getting a 6. Okay, and then likewise I'll move forward. Okay, let's see. Okay, now you can see here bot got 6. Okay, he got 6, so he will not be bitten by the snake. He'll move forward, right? So he got 5. Okay, fine. I'll also move forward. Okay, till now I don't think anyone has climbed a ladder or has been bitten by a snake, so everything is going smooth. Okay, okay, so bot was very unlucky and had got bit by the snake at the last cell. Okay, so now it says that bot is at 1 comma 10, and bot was bit by snake. Now bot will go to 5 comma 6. So 5 comma 6 is here. So okay, so the bot will come from here to here, right? Okay, now it's my turn. Okay, let's see, I'm lucky or unlucky. Okay, okay, I got the number, and I won. Yeah, that's the game. So I hope you have liked this game, the interactive UI that I tried to make using the ASCII codes and the string prints on the terminal itself. I hope you have enjoyed it. So let me show you the code, just an overview of this code. So this is the code, the snakes and ladders.cpp, written in C++, and it is a code of 809 lines. Okay, and yeah, so for this code I made a struct of player. It stores the name, the token, the coordinates, and the logged flag, the boolean flag for the player. And this function randomly generates number between two values, start and end. And then map snakes and ladders, this is a function that is basically mapping the snakes and the ladders, that is putting them into the board. And then the fill numbers, this function fills the numbers to the board, because we know in a snakes and ladders game you have to put the numbers in a zigzag way from left to right, then right to left. That is what it is doing. And then ask to continue, just clearing the ski, just getting the enter character from the keyboard, and then it is likewise continuing the operation, the game. So that is what this function is doing. And then the assign face function, this function stores the 6 face values of this dice, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. And then print no row number, this function simply prints the row number, and this function prints the column number. So these calculations that you see here, these are just for adjusting the row number and the column number, because we know that single digit numbers require a space of just 1, but 2-digit numbers require a space of 2. So how will the board will optimize its the print on the terminal? That is what it is doing, these calculations. And then print top border, so this is just printing the top border of the row, the board. And then it is printing, this function is printing the row separator. So all these functions were actually the main challenge that I faced in making this code, because I had to print the entire board into the terminal, and that just by using just ASCII texts and special characters, and then putting the tokens and the snake emojis and the ladder emoji into that terminal. So all these tasks were actually very challenging for me. So these functions were also very challenging. So this is the print bottom border. So this function basically prints the bottom border according to the width of the board. So all these, this took a lot of time making these functions. And then print board, this is probably the largest function of my entire code. So it basically prints everything, the token, both the token of the yellow token, the blue token, and then the cell number. And then it also I had to optimize that thing, that I always need to print the single digit numbers in a space of 2 and the double digit numbers using that 2 space, so that it doesn't cause any distortion in the terminal. So all those things, all these error handlings are done in this function. And then printing the row number, the column number, the cell number. And then if there is an emoji or a emoji of a snake or a ladder, I had to print that. Okay, so everything, like the entire board that you see on the terminal, this function is taking care of it. And this was probably the hardest function that I found writing for this code. Okay, so after that, this is the print coordinates function. So it basically prints the coordinates of the players. And then put snakes and ladders, this function is responsible for the randomized mapping of snakes and ladders. So it uses this random function and maps those snakes and ladders. And then after that, it also puts these emojis, that is if it's a starting point of a snake or ending point of a snake, or if it's a starting point of a ladder or ending point of a ladder. All these things this function is taking care of. And then after that, I had this clear terminal function. This basically clears up the terminal so that the next iteration can be printed of the game. And then now the main function, so this basically is responsible for starting the game and calling all the relevant functions and the maintaining the chronology of the code, the game, everything the main function is doing. So here I am just making the map of snakes and ladders, which is storing the position of snakes and ladders. And then this is just storing the numbers of the cells, and then the dice face, and then the players using the struct player 1 and player 2. And then this is basically storing the coordinates of the winning point. That is what I'm saying. And then this is the token, the yellow token, the blue token. And then this is just printing the an interactive way of printing snakes and ladders name. And then a bit of error handling and taking the preferences from the user, the player name, the game type and all. And then choosing the token color for both the players. and then choosing the level of the game, what kind of level they want, easy, medium, or hard. And then this is the logic. Basically what logic I'm using is for randomized mapping is that I'm saying that if a player wants more snakes and ladders, then for every cell I will add a snake or a ladder. And similarly I'm saying that if a player wants lesser number of snakes and ladders, then for every 10 cell I am for every 10 cells I am adding one snake or a ladder. So that is what logic I'm using here. So this is just it, the getting the preferences from the players. And then this function maps the snakes and ladders and asks the user if they are okay with this mapping or not. And if they are not okay, it's again randomizing the mappings. And then this is starting asking the player for heads or tails, and then tossing the coin and all those things. And then this is the from here the game iterations start. While the player 1 has not won and the player 2 has not won, just keep running the game. And then it is just tossing the rolling the dice to get a random number from 1 to 6, and then assigning the corresponding dice face to the dice face string. And then checking if the player is logged or unlogged, and then likewise taking the actions. And then this is about moving the token of the player according to the dice number. And then this is the printing the board and printing the coordinates of the player. And then if at a particular cell it is a snake or it is a ladder, then accordingly this function takes care of those things. That is where the player will go. Okay. And then after that, yeah, if any of the player wins, then this basically ASCII art is printing the name of that player. So yeah guys, this is it. This is almost an 800 lines of code that I wrote for this problem, for this game. And I hope you have liked it. I hope you found this game interesting. The interactive UI that I tried to put using the ASCII arts, the texts, and the emojis, I hope you have liked it. And do consider liking this video. And also if you have any suggestions for this game, you can put it in the comments. I'll try to implement those. Also, this program is, I know, not very readable at this point because I have not implemented the OOPS concepts here, object oriented programming concepts. So next task that I am planning to do is to modularize this code and put the code files, the functions, into different files, and then call them into a single the app file, so that everything can be very interactive, and so that I can modularize this code. So yeah, that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and do consider liking this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.